see, and we'll perfect our chemistry. By and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high, way down in cold Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo.
My name is Zach. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Well, thank you all for being here. I do this bi-weekly thing where I come into the doctor's office, and I totally screwed up. I just got in at 10:30 this morning. If we would have known that the appointment was at 11, we would have came back last night. But we spent the night in Chicago, and then flew back to Cedar Rapids this morning. And Eva's been talking about getting a new dog, so there's that whole mess. And there's two dogs she wants. One's name is Cassie, that's in Coralville, and then there's a dog named Winter in Monticello, and they're adult dogs. So, and she's not looking for a puppy. She doesn't want a puppy. I don't want a puppy. So yeah, we're talking about it. But anyway, so how do you survive a vacation? How do you survive plane rides with pelvic floor pain? You do it with a bioweight machine. The bioweight machine is something that NFL players use. It was introduced by Dr. Walsh to me. Dr. Walsh, it was like $500 on Amazon. I could not pay for it. And my friend up north, A-Dub, that's his nickname, he paid for it, and it works for about 2 to 3 hours, and then it takes the pain away, and then that's it. The 10th unit I bought off Amazon for like, I think the cheapest one was like $40, but I bought like the $80 one because no expense is spared when it comes to my health. But that's what I did, and it takes the pain away. People who are claustrophobic can't take plane rides. Valium is easy. It goes down. I've done it on overseas trips, so definitely that. There's Valium for that. So pelvic floor pain and bladder pain is something I struggle with all the time, struggle with every day. Like today, I'm not getting a shot, and I have to actually email Dr. Volston today. It reminds me, for my testosterone checked, and my PSA levels checked. And Dr. Volston can put in an order for those, so I'll check those. I'll have that email up in there and have to check those. The PSA level has to do with your prostate. Yeah. So we'll have to check those. I've said that already. I don't know what I'm talking about. I repeat myself all the time. Zach. Alright. So, my anxiety has been non-existent the last 12 days because I've been freaking on a cruise and I don't really care. I got a little spiked in Norfolk, Virginia, where it was like 96 degrees. Oh, God, heat was sweltering. But, for the most part, anxiety's been non-existent. We haven't gotten any Patreon updates. I think that Patreon updates was non-existent. Because we got emails from, like, extra page that PIB does, and she wrote what she wrote about obsession, and I told Eva about it, and Eva was like, I told you so. I told you that was a date rape movie. I'm not dealing with that. I am not dealing with that. I argued with her about that, and I do not think it's a date rape movie, but now I'm convinced it is. Anyway, my flowers, actually, for Sharon Tate should be still on her grave. They don't pick that up until tomorrow, when they go through and clear the flowers out every Thursday. So, and August 9th was last week, so we should be good on that one. So I'm glad that our flowers got to see, at least be planted there for a few days. It makes me happy. Now we have to renew, which is like $144 for 4 of them: Christmas, her birthday, Easter, and the day she died. So she's definitely a spirit guide, and was just hearing her talk about virtues this morning. So being more virtuous and having to give up stuff that to be more virtuous, that is virtue. At least that's what I think he said. I may have to go back and listen to that. You have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't know what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about factual information, I don't know what I'm talking about. So, the reactioners, we have not heard anything other than what Cat has put on YouTube and most of this stuff. And Cassie was like number 3 on Popcorn Bag was number 3, and it slipped like to 18 because we haven't been watching her. That's gonna change. We're gonna up that. We have to go see a couple of dogs and do a couple of dog visits. And she's on call this weekend, so we're gonna be busy, but we will be upping that. She will be getting back to the 3rd spot. It's usually Cat or her in 3rd. So, one thing I wanted to talk about was the pick a flick. So I don't have any problems with the pick a flick. They can do whatever they want. One movie in particular, both of us were shocked that it was actually in there, and that was Confessions of a Serial Killer. And this movie is beyond. This is one of the most horrible movies I've ever watched in my entire life. It's like watching Faces of Death. So it has to do with the confession killer, who was Henry Lee Lucas down in Texas, who confessed to a bunch of crimes he didn't commit. He said he committed over 500 murders, and that's BS. Did he commit over 100 murders? Probably, but we'll never know. He's dead now. But his partner in crime is the one that scares me the most. So his partner in crime was a guy named Otis Toole. Otis Toole killed Adam Walsh. So remember Adam Walsh from, like, he was a 6-year-old boy who disappeared from a Sears apartment store in 1981. And they had that movie Adam, which I'll leave down below, the links down below, it's on YouTube, 1983, which 38 million people watched it on NBC. And then they had Adam 2, his story continues. What the Walshes did is they created the National Database, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They created a national database. They got the FBI involved, so every time a child is missing, the FBI becomes involved. Everything, Amber Alerts, sex offender registries, all this happened because of the Walshes. The Walshes, Adam Walsh was actually, the Adam Walsh Child Protection and Safety Act was signed by George W. Bush in the early 2000s. That labels the sex offenders in the 3 tiers, with I think like the 3rd tier being the worst. They did all that because they're a 6-year-old boy. And I'm not going to give you the grisly details, but I will leave links down below for the press conference that they closed the books on, because Otis Toole did it. And I don't want to hear any Jeffrey Dahmer rumors. That's BS. Jeffrey Dahmer he admitted to everything that he did. Otis Toole, he knew stuff about the crime that only the killer would know. In one of the places that he was squatting, Adam's shorts and sandals were found. So, yeah, all the evidence points back to Otis Toole. All the evidence. He killed him in Confessions of a Serial Killer. He's a character in there. That's why Cassie cannot watch this movie. I wouldn't even recommend it to Kat. How's it under no circumstances can Cassie watch this movie? VIB and I and Kat and I have a business relationship. It's strictly business. I pay her for a service, she does it. We can give them gifts, even though Kat doesn't want gifts. Cassie does. But it has to be done within a certain decorum. There has to be limits. Like, I'm sending out her a package today. I haven't stopped by the nose of the post office. I have to take the long way home. It's a simple super tramp. Take the long way home. Anyway, but it has to be done. We can only do one like every 6 months at the most. If you keep sending the packages, they'll think you're nuts. And the thing is that for me, I can't love somebody that I've never met. Not online. It's just not possible. And honestly, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this one, but I haven't been attracted to any white women for 20 plus years. And Margaret Bobby's from Australia, and Kate Beckinsale's from New England, so they're not American. So I'm extremely attracted to minority girls, like especially Hispanic and Native American women. That's who I'm attracted to. So I can't consider her beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. Every woman's beautiful in their own way. She's beautiful on the inside, but like, I'm just not there's not an attraction. And like with Sharon Tate, Tate's like in my spirit guide. She's like, that's like Mother Mary. No, that's gross. And Anne Frank is the same way. No. Plus Anne Frank was 14. Seriously. Anyway, but I love Cassie's personality. I love the way she handles things. I love her entrepreneurship. I love her charisma. There's certain things about her that personality-wise that I love, but yeah, it's a business relationship. I love there's certain things about my doctors that I love. Same thing. Like, I love their personalities. I get along with them great, but I can't give them gifts because the university doesn't allow it. I mean, Eva's been trying to give gifts here, she can't accept it. So it is what it is. But I'm begging the censors to pull that movie. Confessions of a Serial Killer should not be on here. No one. Cassie should not watch that movie. No. Not after somebody killed it. Not if one of their characters. Not when one of their characters killed a 6-year-old boy. Never. Now, I'm not gonna get into the details of that case because I don't want to scare anybody. But yeah. But otherwise, we love Popcorn in Bed. We love Cat. We have both of our opinions of Obsession. I like the movie. She thought it was a date rape movie. I can't argue with her because all the points that I made, she dissected, and she made all her points abundantly clear. And I can't argue with her anymore because she's won. It is a date rape movie. So, what can I do? Women, you gotta pick your battles. And this is, I'm not gonna win. So, I was talking this morning, I was listening to Father Mike about virtues. I gotta go back and listen to that. So I hope everybody walks with the Lord, because the Lord is with you all the time. Whether you believe it or not, He is with you all the time. You can walk with Jesus every day if you grow in your relationship with Jesus every day. And I hope that you do. My hearts and prayers go out to each and every one of you. I love you all dearly. Thank you for subscribing. Big shout out to Ben and Cassie. You guys rock stars. In my heart, yo. Keep it up. And especially Kat, too. heart girl, people in my heart. You got the rock stars. To everybody else, I love you guys. Keep up the good work, and I think I'm gonna end it with the Wolf song. Wolf song. Unless I decide something else. But I think it's a Wolf song. It's a Nordic song. Yeah, it's from Sweden. All right, take it easy.
Vargen ylar i nattens